Of course, Spice Drive gives you the biggest conversations in the afternoon. And of course, we bring you important people as well. Now, before we start the show, of course, let me do the honorable thing, the intros, but let me give you a shout out to people who are listening to us wherever you are. Of course, it's 94.4 Nairobi and many other places, Kisumu, Mombasa, Nakuru, the people from Nyeri. And of course, let me celebrate a couple of guys who have joined us, of course, in this show, of course, this afternoon. Of course, Jackie, Soni, Khadija, Santana, welcome for this show, and Jonah, Adil, Rasta, and many other people. I can see you guys were saying Stones Kegs, Prince Evan, Nthiga, Kennedy Onditi, Fred Reborn, Alwena Lance, and Bon Collins. Karibuni sana. Before we kick the party, of course, it's going to be a party afternoon. And in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you a very beautiful lady. She is a woman, a bright mind, someone who's done very many things and is helping the community. And she's also an award winner. So today, we are going to have a conversation with a very, very iconic lady, a director of a bank, and many more. So she'll introduce herself in the next segment. But before, let's see what's happening across the other areas we are in. Of course, we're in Mombasa 87.9, Nakuru 96.0, Eldoret 96.7, and Nyeri 90.79, Kisumu 102.25, and Malindi 97.7. Of course, it's a Spice, and it's of course the show is a Spice Drive. My DJ Cham will today play a lot of hip hop, new soul, and whatever you in between you want to hear. Before we go to South Africa to do those South African things. So now, let me introduce the beautiful lady. Please, madam, introduce yourself to the people. We want to know who is this lady. She's helping widows. She has political ambitions, I guess.
Good afternoon, listeners. My name is Lilian Ngala. I serve at Diamond Trust Bank as the HR director.
Yeah.
Also run a foundation known as Lilian Ngala Foundation, and also another outfit known as Lilian Ngala Network. So what I do basically with the Lilian Ngala Foundation is building for widows and working closely with the PWDs, people living with disabilities. Thank you so much, Charles. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for hosting me.
Karibu sana. Madam Lilian Ngala is doing fantastic job in the world of helping and charity, of course, helping widows get a decent living. But there's something you didn't say. Mm-hmm. You won a serious award, Shujaa Award. You must be very proud of it.
Yes, Charles, and I think just pride. I am seeing a scenario where it's quite humbling and inspiring. The fact that the world is seeing what you're doing out there, for me, that is quite humbling.
So, when you were nominated, how did you feel? Did you think that this is going to be your year to be nominated as one of the ladies who are doing fantastic thing across helping Kenyans achieve a decent life? Especially in the areas where you do widows and PWDs? Mm-hmm.
Just winning any award has never been at the back of my mind or something that I keep thinking about. For me, it's just living an impactful life, giving your all and giving back to the society. And I've done this for almost 7 years. So this award coming through, I think, was more of just a surprise. Yes, very beautiful surprise. And I think even before this particular award, I was also nominated as the top 50 most influential women in the country. So yes. But back to just being impactful and living for a mission.
So you are nominated for top 50 most influential women in Kenya, yes. I guess. So what does it take for a lady like you to rise and achieve such iconic status?
It just mostly is just you having that purpose and following through, having that mission. You can't just wake up and go to bed, wake up, go to bed. There has to be something that is really driving you? What is that, the driving force? What is that, the thing that is pushing you? Why do you wake up every morning? Once you identified that, that is your purpose. Run with it. For me, it's the sacrifice, it's the hard work, it's the focus.
How many women have you reached? Sacrifice, focus.
If you love what you're doing, Charles, let me tell you, the sacrifice, the focus will just happen automatically. I don't struggle. It's just part of you. I was in Kisumu Kisumu County last night. I'm here today in Nairobi. And I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. So something like that.
Actually, I saw your photos in Bondo.
Oh my God. I said Kisumu. Anyway, on a lighter note, yes. So I think it's just...
And CI as well, extension.
Exactly, yes. Exactly. So when you love what you're doing, you'll find the energy, you'll find the drive. You'll never have a day where you're saying you don't feel the energy. I think my energy levels are always in the same.
Top notch.
Oh, yes.
So now you're saying that, how did you conceive this idea that you want to help widows? How did it come around?
For me, having been raised by a widow, my mom was widowed when I was in high school. I think that's why I got the passion. So I could see the stigmatization, I could see the level of poverty, what she went through, and somehow I developed that attachment towards widows. And I was more of just saying, maybe in future, this is something that I would want to do. And in my community, grass-thatched homes is something that is so common, so it's there. People are still struggling to that level. So yes, I said I'll go back home and do what I can do for the women.
So how many homes have you helped build by now?
So far, 90 homes.
Oh.
Yes.
How much is a home?
Around 70, 80,000.
My goodness,
yes.
That's a lot of money.
I think, like I said, it's sacrifice.
So do you get funding or do you self-fund? Do you do fundraising?
Nothing like funding. Charles, if you want to do something, you will not want to know the resources.
If I can't survive on my money or not.
There is no sacrificing then. You're not sacrificing it.
I am.
Okay.
I am. I'm just trying to sacrifice.
We'll take this offline then.
Now, you said you reached about 70 people, but also you're working with
90.
90.
Yes.
You're working with PWDs.
Yes.
And why the PWDs and widows? Widows, I know, is because we are saying your background and all that. But PWDs, what drove you to that area?
Just for PWDs, what I've seen is they are mostly forgotten in the society. Nobody thinks about them. If you go to churches, you won't find them in the churches. It means they're at home. If you go to the workplaces, they are rarely in the workplaces. So where are these people? For me, it was more of just saying, do they exist? Yes, they do. And I had a drive last month in my community. And trust me, there were so many.
Where is your community?
Oh my. Super.
You know, you're dressed like me, so you have to pay me for...
Great mind, sir.
Yeah, I tell you.
Charles, I come from Suba. Suba is in Homa Bay County.
Yes.
And when now I reached out to say, guys, I'm coming down, I have these wheelchairs, I have these walking canes and the crutches and so forth and so on. The school compound was so packed. It means that they're there. What happens is people hide them. They are our relatives, they are our sisters, they are our brothers and uncles, but they are not being seen. So it means we have to reach out for them, Charles. It's your duty, it's my duty to reach out to these people. The moment you just say, hey guys, I am here, come to this school, the primary school, maybe it's the secondary school or the church, come meet me, I have these maybe assistive devices. Charles, you'll be so surprised how many people will turn up. There were quite many.
So you're making, I can see you're making extraordinary impact on people's lives. And we appreciate that because in this country, very few Kenyans, I've never seen very few rich people actually do go out.
Rich?
Yes.
I'm not rich.
No.
Okay.
You're wealthy.
Charles, can we continue the conversation? I
Yes.
think I'm losing. Okay. Okay.
So what I wanted to say is that if you've reached these people, do you follow up with them in future? Like they've given them wheelchair about schooling and all that. Do you follow up?
Yes, Charles, that is part of the mission. Because again, you don't want to give a wheelchair, and maybe by the time they were reaching home, it was even taken away by someone. So the best thing you can do is to do follow through. I do follow through. There is that close connection that you develop with these people. My widows, when I build the home, the 90 of them, I have their names, their homes. We connect mostly every December. There is that connection that we have, whereby they just come to my home. We have, if it's not a party, just something like breakfast to just bring us together. Because at the end, it's not just building for them. Even them knowing that they have a daughter somewhere, that is just good enough, yes. So, and that daughter is not building and going, it's you being in their lives.
Okay, I really get it, but the question I wanted, what are you doing this for?
What am I doing this for? Very interesting. Kenya is the only country, Charles, that you can never do anything
for free.
Honestly,
there's no free lunch.
I think we have a long way to go, but we will reach there one day, whereby you can just do what you're doing. Mother Teresa did it, and one day we'll get to her level.
She was in church.
She was in church. I'm in church equally.
She was a Catholic nun. You are not a nun the last time I checked.
I give up. Anyway, Charles, I think for me, being in corporate does not stop you from identifying your mission, because corporate is not just a mission. You can still serve and still have the charity or the angle that you want to do, maybe identifying your purpose. Help the community, work with people. Yeah, it's not just about the salary, it's not just about the big titles, the ranks that we do possess. I think everything else, at the end of the day, we entrust it, Charles. And the time that we have on this planet, make this particular planet better than we found it.
And you've talked about the corporate journey, and your corporate journey is very interesting.
Yes.
I know many Kenyans out there don't know your credentials, but you're one of the brilliant minds in this country. HR director doesn't come easy. How did you start? And how did you rise to the top?
Interesting question, Charles. I think, yes, I don't think it's a big title. But
it is extremely big.
If you say so. Okay, Charles. Thank you. So mine, I would say HR found me. Because basically I'm so much of a people person, whereby you tend to work so well with people. So I was working for an individual, and you could see I was very young, in my early 20s, Charles. And you see the way I would relate with people, make even the older ones do what he would not be able to make them do. So what he told me was like, do you know there's this course that will really suit you? Why don't you think about it in my earlier days? So I said, okay, let me check it out. And the rest is history. Yeah. So more of HR found me. And Charles, if you look at what I'm doing with my Lilian Ngala Foundation, it's about people.
Yeah, it's actually
about people. PWDs, Charles, I also work closely with the orphans. Every December, I host orphans in my home, and then I give out fees to them. And why do I give the fees, Charles, again? I believe in the power of education. Education is the only equalizer that we have, and therefore when you also look after those children, they'll become better people in the society. And again, also is a way of breaking poverty in those homes, because one child, when one particular child is educated, he'll go back and hold the rest. Just if you look at the Lilian Ngala network, again, is about people.
What's the difference between Lilian Ngala network, Lilian Ngala Foundation?
Yes, and Lilian Ngala herself. Anyway, that was just an addition. So the network, Charles, is about connecting people. Because again, Charles, you might be so good at something, but nobody knows you. And it's not about who you know, it's about who knows Charles. At the end of the day, who knows you matters more than who you know. Because we all know, maybe, let's say, who do we know? We all know the vice president. But does he know you?
No, Kithure Kindiki. I know him, but not that.
That's a good one. Yes, Charles. So the power of connection, the power of relationship building, very, very important. As a network, Lilian Ngala Network, we bring people together in terms of creating a platform whereby they can come and network and build meaningful relationships, whereby they can tell you, hey, I know of this opportunity. Can you come for it? I know you can do it. Somebody who can talk about you in those closed-door meetings. Somebody who can vouch for you, can mention your name. That is what the network is all about. Just connecting people with possibilities. And in that network, you'll find that we have people from different cadres, whereby we have the CEOs, the directors, and even the ones who are just coming out of
school,
universities. Yes. Because again, Charles, I believe everybody has something to offer. That secretary over there, that receptionist, there's something that she's good at that you may not be able to do as a CEO of SpiceFM.
But the question is,
Yes.
you've said a lot of, and they're very important things. It's called recognizing your purpose, and your purpose. But the question I would like to ask is that you have done all this and people really appreciate. So what drives you more?
What drives me? Wow. Just getting a thank you, just somebody just doing that have impacted a life, Charles. To me, that is everything. I got an SMS on Saturday, Sabbath, because I worship on Saturdays. So the person tells me, today I'm able to go to church. Thank you for allowing me to go to church, because he has a wheelchair. This is somebody in their 50s.
Oh, nice.
Yes. But if I ask you, Charles, I'm sure you'll tell me in your village, you don't see these people. They're there, but they're hidden in our homes. We've decided to just isolate them because they're an embarrassment to us. We should not be the case. We are denying them very important chance of just living a dignified life, Charles.
So how can people reach you in the areas of your operation? For example, I know you're in Homa Bay area, or
Yes.
will you plan to roll it nationally?
Just my dream, my desire is to roll it out nationally, because I get these kind of calls when maybe I talk about what I've done, because I'm very big on social media, Charles, and there's a reason why I do that. People say when you're helping, don't carry your camera. No, you should, because that's the only way you can showcase hope, you can showcase goodness, and the ripple effect will happen, Charles. I've seen a scenario where somebody tells me, I didn't know you can be in corporate and still conduct charity work and still be able to do something else. How do you do it? How do you find time, Charles? Then I'm able to help them. So for me, is sorry, Charles, is yes, showcase so that you can have the ripple effect.
You look good in camera, I think. So you don't have to carry a camera man around you.
Okay. We will move on.
Currently. So now, I want us to go for a short break.
Sure.
When we come back, we'll discuss more on Lilian Ngala Foundation,
Sure.
what